The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right. Good afternoon, traders. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the middle of the week. Welcome to the Tradespoon live trading room, stocks and options, closing bell. My name is Scott. Hello, John. Good to see you. I didn't hear you. It's quiet out there. So can you see my screen? I hope you can. It sounds like you hear me. Merry Christmas as well. Very close. 4 shopping days left. Am I gonna sing? You never know when I break out into spontaneous Christmas caroling. Probably drives my family crazy because I'll just wherever, whenever, start doing it. So I can't say I won't. Bob, always hassling. Bob said he heard gibberish from the kitchen. He figured it was time to listen to me yapping for an hour. Came in just in case I might say something useful today. Glad to have you, Bob. Glad to have everybody. It's light, and I'm expecting it to get lighter as we get into the Christmas festivities. Trading will get light next week as well. Interesting day today. So good in the morning, not so good in the afternoon. But here we are. I am Scott. I'm the head trading coach here at Tradespoon. I'll be your host. I'll be your friend. That's the deal that we have in place here together. This is my bio. I'm going to hit 25 years in trading next year. How exciting. Quarter of a century navigating these markets of ours. Couldn't have asked for a better place to be. Yeah, right. Bob said, I thought there must be some news when came in from his walk and saw the sell-off. Agreed. I agree. I was looking around like, what's the news? I didn't see anything. That if you are watching CNBC, they'll throw, oftentimes they're bad theories, but they'll throw theories out there. I'm open, man. I don't have one, so I need something. SPY puts looking good. Yeah, look, if you have a portfolio that you're carrying, puts are still cheap. Can I hear it? If you did it, I guess. Okay, let's get into it. It's the 20th. Stocks look to continue. Yeah, we're not really seeing anybody put together theory. Americans haven't been this optimistic since 2021. Were we optimistic? I mean, it was a bullish market, right? Coming out. Tesla getting trounced by S&P 3 years after joining. Oh, interesting. The S&P's outperforming Tesla now. FedEx is down 10% today. Oh, we have dipped hard. Down 1% now. On the S&P, 0.8 on the Dow, 1.21 on the NASDAQ, 0.38. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm more bullish still this week. If you want to see my posture, since Alan Greenspan, Ted, bringing up the hallowed name, Alan Greenspan, my favorite Fed. The Fed I learned to, glad I took Vlad's advice, cut way back. Look, you guys, consolidation. Did I get some signals this week? Yes. Did I take some signals this week? Yes. Are they still holding up? Yes, I'm taking, I would say. Oil's at 2. Russell's down 0.5%. NASDAQ 1.2. Stocks, there we go. Stocks turn lower as rally falters. Let's see if Yahoo has a theory for us. We were the record-setting rally, cooling inflation, the lowest level in 2 years, lifted optimism, easing the Germans. Wholesale inflation reinforcing that view. Got it. Would end up pushing the economy into a downturn. I mean, not as of yet. Not as of yet. And we're actually, I don't know if I've found some new tricks. Carmen's here. Carmen, good to see you. Hope all is well. Wonderful. Okay. Let's see. Machine trade fading the rally from the big guys. I think that could be it. Could be some profit taking going on. You can see there's no attribution here. Yahoo has no theory either. Wondering what his view was. What else? That's about it. Like a pretty good landing. Obviously, that's not sustainable, but if we can get back to the GDP at 3%, intentions worthy of trading. Mark is here. Mark says there's not a coffee day. This is a bourbon day. Pour a stiff one, and let's get to work. Roll up your sleeves. Here's my posture. If anyone's curious, and I'm curious what yours is, please share if you do this. If you conduct this routine, I increased again. The VIX looks great. The sectors look great. The short-term trend improved marginally. Volume stayed strong. Long-term sitting at 1. Major market just kind of barely above positive. So those are not, anything resoundingly strong, but overall it looks great. I'm still bullish. I'm still looking to be bullish. So there we go. Let's take a peek at John 675. So you're feeling it too. This is the calendar spread. This is the calendar spread. We have, let's see. How much, who's in this? Anyone in this with me? What was the original price that we paid for this? Let's go. Trade history. Yes. We paid $1.18. Paid $1.18. And what is it now? $1.48. We're up 30 cents on $1.18. I mean, honestly, it's in a good place. I don't think we need to be perfectly honest. It's right smack dab in the middle. 469.96. Yeah, we're right here in the middle. Let's see. There's Thursday. Volume will start to drop off. There's Friday. Still in a good place. Then we get Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We get that Tuesday. So if I can get through the next 2 days, all of a sudden I'm going to sit on it because I can still adjust it. This is a Jan 5, Jan 19. I have plenty of time to put an adjustment on if I needed to. And I have profit so that if it got out here to 478, I'm still profitable and I could put another trade on. Or if it dropped down here to 465, I'm profitable and I could put another trade on. Or I could just sit here, wait until we get to like Tuesday next week, Wednesday, and we're sitting around $500. Let's see, we bought 10 contracts at $1.08 match it. That's fine. This is not let's see how far we can push the calendars. This is a trick that you can put another one on and then another one there. Ted knows exactly the point of this. He said, theta positive. Holidays, yeah. Right? Take theta positive into the holidays when things kind of grind down. That's exactly the point of this. And it's very difficult to gain theta positive when we're in a low volatility market. If you are a premium seller, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? There's nothing to sell. Okay, so what do we do in low implied volatility markets? You guys, some of you have heard, yeah, definitely going to camp on this thing, see if we can't just walk it into next week, shut it down on the holiday, grab. I mean, that's a 500 on 1180. What are we talking? 42, 43%? Whoops. Oh, sorry. I got to start over. 500 on 1180, 42.3%. Not too shabby. So that's the calendar trade, and fear there. A little bit of fear there. Are we like, oh, we're panicking on this thing? No, not at all. In fact, if you were looking at the bodies as your line of consolidation, it triggered and you might be putting a half a hedge on. I think John maybe already did some. I'm not. I'm going to hold my guns here. And we got close to it. But I still think to myself, we could very easily see this thing, kind of doji, then kind of give us something like this and hold right at this 50, right at this. Rather not. I'd rather just kind of trade this thing and then just for a couple of days and then it was gone and we were right back into that. That was all very bullish right there. That was just a minor blip. And so I want to make sure that I'm not, especially when I'm a 6.5, that I'm not too quick to move back to it. Yeah, 100%. The reason why I allowed myself to stop going with the bodies and move to find this shadow consolidation point was because of how bullish it is. And I'm like, I'm going to let the bullishness prevail. That's my thought. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. Yeah. So when we look at this overall relative to what we've been seeing, this looks fine. This looks normal. We had an opportunity here. Window opened. I would imagine a lot of you, including myself, put a good number of trades on for this. Then we had this little, was this a maybe? And you can see it tried to go a little maybe there as well, but now it's coming down. So if you put new trades on, it's not like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. I did too. Right? I did too. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about it. What trades? Let's keep looking. I still think this is a lot of fun, this market here. Tomorrow we have spending. We have some consumer sentiment. So we'll finish out with some, not tomorrow. That's Friday, Thursday. Friday we'll see that. We'll be chatting. We'll see all this data here Friday morning when we have morning coffee together. Maybe morning bourbon together. Who knows? We're open. We're adaptive. Let's see how Stella sees it. See why Vlad said pare back a little bit, because this does show Stella's kind of saying, hey, it could be hitting some resistance, which means a pullback. That doesn't look like very much of a pullback to me. That looks, quite reasonable right there. And then looking to possibly bounce into another one of these out here. Great. So if I have to take a loss or two or starting to not pan out, that's no problem. That's going to happen. We're going to be constantly seeing rolling signals coming through a bull market that every now and again, when you hit the potential for a broader market consolidation, you're going to, overall, does this still look bullish? Does this still support the current trading narrative that I'm operating off of? Yes, 100% it does. Let's look at these other markets. QQQ. QQQ. A little bit more of a sell, but not much. And it's still very much a higher low. If this is where we could lose two of them, no problem, and just see this thing turn as it starts to go. If we don't see the sellers come, the model's going to adjust and start, and very much in line with overall perspective. Let's go DIA. Dow looking quite bullish. Let's look at the IWM for our small caps. So bullish across the board. Consolidations projected on 2 of 4. Continuations on the other 2 or 4. Overall, I'm still feeling pretty good. What do we tend to see coming out of this? We tend to see this thing bounce and break forward into the end. Here's the 20th. We tend to see 19th, 20th be kind of sideways, and then it kicks up. Do I think that could happen? Do I think tomorrow we could see this thing just sort of give a doji, maybe a second, and then boom, it pops again? Oh, God, of course I do. I'm bullish. That's exactly what I think. Okay, it's gone quiet in the room. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Google still good. Does anyone know anyone who took a trade on Google on Monday when it gave a signal early in the day? What? Right there, you mean? As it started to bounce? Plenty of time to get in, more than halfway through. Beautiful. Trade what you see. I see a lower now. Well, it is. I mean, it's moving a little lower now. But remember that trend has to supersede momentum. So if I see it lower, but I see it lower in momentum, lower in a strong trend, I'll tell you right now, the title of my, not at the top, I can tell you that. The title of my book, Find a Bull Market, Buy the Dips. Chapter 1, Find a Bull Market. Chapter 2, Buy the Dips. Or it will be on Amazon. I have to find a publisher first, but that's my trading book. Yeah, so if it's dipping, okay. So let's just look at our, did we get through everything? Let's get to the watch list. That's what we need to do. Google still looks good. Other than that, nothing. So what do we think? Okay, already pairing some of the lows. Yeah, this will be an interesting one. What the hell happened? Who got spooked, man? I'm telling you. All right, I know where I'm going. The big candle is our markings. So if you think it's going to get back above, you're an A. If you think it's going to break below, if you think it's going to sit, that one big candle on that recovery, we went from 469.74 to a high of 471.15. So $1.40 in that 5-minute candle to the upside. Give it to me. Do you think this is a bear flag and that the sellers are ready to break it down? You're a C. Do you think it's just going to grind it out at the lows? You're a B. Do you think the Christmas bulls are going to come back and say, no, we're not done here yet? You're an A. And I'll start. No one's jumping in first. Everyone's a little bit. That's okay. Let's see what Stella says. If you want to wait till Stella, I'll give you a little. Now the answers are coming in. Dennis is an A. Fred is, let's see. Carmen is a B. She's coming in the middle. Stella says that by 11 o'clock. What the hell? 11 p.m.? No. 2 p.m. Stella is in there. I'm joining Stella and Dennis. I'm so far the A's are Stella and people with December 5th birthdays. We'll allow others. If you want to join the club, jump in. We have a good time. I'm just saying. All right. Brad is a B. B is for Brad. Says it's going to just kind of stall out. I was leaning that way, and then Stella just sort of, I didn't want there to be, oh no. Guess, are we always on YouTube? Anyways, the YouTube is not very stable. I apologize. Anybody coming in from YouTube, I very much apologize. I hope it stabilizes. Unfortunately, that is outside the locus of my control. All right. Wait, what did you say? Bob said, I'm having my sangria for Christmas. I will get it ready on Christmas Eve, and it'll soak overnight, and then I will drink it all day Christmas. So I'm close. So we've looked at, here's the S&P coming down. We've looked at the even territory. I think that this 13 is going to hold. I think we'll drop back below 13.15, 13.25, right? Which if the VIX can hold at 13.25 or lower, I do feel like we're going to be fine. We're going to just kind of shake it off to some extent. Let's get to the watch list and just kind of see what looks good. IBM. No, not IBM. Apple. If it was an anticipatory trade, where would your stop be? Underneath here. So even if you did do anticipatory, you're not wrong. You're just not happy. That's the risk of an anticipatory trade, right? It hasn't broken that support, though. This is still viable. I took the AIG one, not the Aflac. I've kind of shifted and liked this one a little bit better. Gave a signal here, moved up here. Now we're here. Okay. Like I said, if you took some trades this week, Some of them you might still be able to close, take a little profit. Some of them you're going to close and take a loss. Some of them you're still wrong here. Nothing looks too bad. So if I wasn't in Apple, would I still be considering Apple for a trade? 100% yes. 100% yes. Okay, what else? What else? Let's get going down this list. AMD, look, I'm trading it all the way to 125. Anything in that range is viable. AMD looks strong and is absolutely in a valid setup. Great trades, and you have the ability to book some gains, take some small losses, and be in a position for the next window. Well, then I think you'll probably take advantage of that as well. Amazon. So I said I did not catch Amazon. I didn't like the way Amazon looked during all of this, which was kind of where our entry was coming from. If you took it, you would have been good, and it would have made you some money, got to a new high. Now what? Now this, right? Now there I get a higher low through here. I have opportunity to trade. APH, we've been waiting for this thing, right? It gave this little, if you missed it, you missed it. And then it got all the way up. Now what? Now the next opportunity. What am I thinking? I would like nothing. I mean, if you're a Fibonacci person, I'd say that's about the 50% retracement. So that's my first mark. Anywhere between a 20, a retracement. To here. A little low. So pretty close. So that's that puts the 50 is right. Let us remove the drawing tools. Clear drawing. No, I just want to remove this drawing. Remove drawing. Drawings, let's go back here. Okay. Now I can remove these drawings. AXP. Yeah. Booked the rest of it. Wrote it to Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Booked it as it started to drop. Ready to go. Okay. Boeing. It's finally hitting some resistance. Looks like it's maybe going to consolidate. Opportunity setting up. BK setting up. BLK setting up. I don't know about you guys, but the strongest sector has been financials. Gotten 2 windows in a row with 2 trades each window. Phenomenal trades. Caught Citi here on this one. Caught PNC here on this one. Caught AXP here on this one. And out of all of them. But look at all of them. What are they doing? Flag or pull flag. Pull flag. BK, pull flagging. BLK, pull flagging. BX, pull flagging. Yeah. And even if it doesn't flag the whole time, right? If it doesn't break the flag, here's my flag. Break the flag, great. If it coming down, started to go. Great. There's a lot of strength, a lot of momentum, a lot of opportunity, in my opinion, still in financials. Citi, not as much on Citi, the others definitely. Capital One looks great, pulling back. Oil has broken its... At this point, if oil pulls back and makes a higher low, I will put an oil trade on. I definitely will, right? If oil's going to get bullish again, let's at least make some profit from it. Costco, consolidating. Be patient. Another trade is coming our way. Crowd, consolidating. A trade is coming our way. We've been waiting for this. DHI, consolidating. I mean, there's a lot of a pullback, but trades I'm in we're able to been making a little money, even if you're getting out of something, and then you're getting ready to get back in because the signal is still setting up for me. Dow consolidating, fast and all, barely hitting resistance. Hasn't started pulling back much yet. Very bullish looking. Gold kind of choppy. Google, book's good. That's fine. It's profitable. That's profitable. Then great. It's hitting some resistance. It gives you some time. Absolutely. Okay, what else? Very little green this afternoon. What does it signify to me? Get some trades on in software. I want to get some more trades on in financial. Red. Bring me some red, because what comes after red? Green. It's Christmas. Come on. Everybody knows. Okay, now, did I take gap? I did. Right there. Right there on that turn. Has it broken? No. No. Am I losing money? Yes. Is it wrong? No. Not yet. Not for me. Not for me. It's not down to 20.58. So where's my stop? Below that. Right below that. I should. Right. 4 or 5 greens on the map, Bob said. What does it have? What does it not have that would spook me and probably have me get out today? Volume. Look at that volume. That doesn't look like selling. Look at that. Average is 8.7 million. We're at 5.2. I don't think that the sellers look strong, other than the candle's pretty big. But if I take the loss, I take the loss. One loss. Bitcoin's up 2%, Bob said. HD flagging. I'll move of Home Depot. IBM. Okay, so as of now, I feel like my line is pretty good. I said, I have no problem if it comes all the way back here to me. I'd even be fine with it coming back in here. But whenever I have a high that fails to move all the way, I'm okay if it takes this low out. I'm not okay if it gets lower than this, though. So if I had to move this down a little, I'd be all right. But I feel like this thing could doji tomorrow, signal Friday, and hell yes, I'm in. Hell yes. I'm like, hey, IBM, do you like candy? I'm in my van. No, I'm just kidding. Like, comes. This is exactly what I'm waiting for. Nothing wrong with this at all. What's wrong with this? Nothing. It looks like it's ready to consolidate. If you miss this opportunity, what do you want? Another opportunity. Oh, man. And then today it's back down here. I'm like, yeah, see, it still needs to consolidate. But there's an opportunity developing in both Intel and AMD and NVIDIA. I didn't take the NVIDIA either. The NVIDIA I had declared. You might get a sell-off at open, close your positions in a big rally tomorrow. Very sad day. Could be, man. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I don't have that many positions left. I've been booking gains. Most of them are shut down. Closing some. There's just not a lot. I'm ready for another window. Like this one. I finished on Monday. Nothing yesterday, nothing today, but there's an opportunity setting up. Absolutely. Gap could definitely stop me out tomorrow morning, and not on the open. If it opens at 2042 and then by 30 minutes in, it's back up in this range, I will not. Small caps pulling back. Well, yeah, look how high they are. This doesn't surprise us, right? I mean, I'm very bullish, and yet when I see this, I think, well, yeah, of course it's going to, we could do the old exercise. I used to do this, and I'd be in a class, and I'd be like, all right, everybody, take a deep breath. Okay, now take another deep breath. Now take one more deep breath. That's it. There's nothing else you can do. What do you have to do? You got to exhale. So does the market. You got to exhale. Now we can take another breath. Okay. But there was above average volume yesterday, and this is the IWM. We're not going to assess volume until we look at SPY. Bob says, I prefer an orderly decline. I do declare. I do declare. All right. JP Morgan looks phenomenally strong. Here's the deal. You might only get 2 or 3 days of consolidation like you got here. That might be it. This is, again, I've been discussing this with a lot of people. The fatal flaw of oscillators is that when you are in a strong bull market, they will get overbought and stay overbought. So you better be ready to catch it when it's at 73, 74. You can't be like, oh, I'm waiting for it down here at 18. Nope. You can be waiting a long time. No GE. Do I not have GE? You know, you always bring up GE, and I put it on, and then I grow impatient with it, and I take it off. Can't even type it in right now. GE. Yeah, I like GE fine. I'm not going to put it on, Bob. You can tell me about it when you're about to trade it. I'm not going to put it on because I always do. Ways for a while. Like over here. This is the last time, right here. This is the last time I put GE on. And it just went sideways, 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 down. This is what happens if I add it to the watch list, Bob. It's going to look like this. So do you want me to add it to the watch list, or do you want me to let it lie so you can keep trading it? I'm going to let you pick. If you want me to remove it from your watch list by putting it on mine, I will. What are we on? Where were we? KKR. Bullish, pulling back. MasterCard. I like AXP and Capital One better, but let's watch it. I wouldn't put the trade on this one. Meta. Oh, I've been riding it. I told you I was going to ride it on Friday. Where's Friday? Am I looking to finish? Is there a lot left? No. No, there's only that final third, basically. But looks good. Getting ready to be done. Stopped out here. Not at the number, but not much. So, yeah. Now it just looks like it's a bit in a basing. Anyone take Microsoft here? It's just tough. It just kind of tricks you into staying. It's just a little bit in this basing pattern. I don't know what to make of it. I'll keep watching it, of course. If you held through this little hiccup, you got all of it. But now what? Now I think it's overextended. It's overbought. It's moved. I need it to pull back. And NVIDIA was a no for me the whole time. Because same thing. I said, I think it's in a consolidation. Nope, a little lower than that. It broke out of that consolidation, new high. Now what? Would love to see it hold at or above the 50, which would also be a higher low. Then it's watchable. PDD finished it. I took this one, in here, just, barely squeaked. Most of what you got would be eaten up by time decay. Now out of the rest of it, I don't know. I'll keep watching it. I've had a couple of trades on there. PLTR, I still think it's in a consolidation. I need that to break. I think this is still part of this consolidation. If PNC pulls back like this, then we have something to talk about. Until then, let's be patient. No reason to force trades on financial stocks right now. QQ dialing back. Okay. Is that a problem? Well, we just did this. We just went from a higher low to a higher high. What's my X? Higher low, and gives us a trade up to there. Amazing. Fantastic. Fabulous. Consolidating. Rivian. Consolidating. Just beginning. Roku. Oh, Roku's about to get kicked off the island. I need it to hold the 50. There's too many things that are. Traders got to live by a code. A code. So what does your code say? Mine says, I don't love the way this is. This is feeling a lot more like a sell-off than a pullback. That's just me. Ross Stores, like other retail, kind of not doing so well. Are we dropping? Oh, yeah, we sure. Shopify. Yeah. Closing. Good trade. Signaled back here. Got a piece. Actually took a third. Closed the remaining third. Boom. 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 Yeah. Tried everything I could to let it run, and that's it. SMCI made a new high, broke its prior high, back above the 50 convincingly, pulling back on decreasing volume. I would trade SMCI on its next higher low. SPY. Let's see where we are. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I don't know. It looks like it wants to try to get back. Oh, I don't know. It's right at the C to B transition right now. Right at the B to C transition right now. Stochastic says it maybe has what it needs to run. Just like that, it's back in the B territory. Back into the B territory. Let's see if Stella is changing her mind or sticking to her guns. Reload. Let's get back up here to the is not enough. That puts us in C territory. So could be interesting. 10 minutes remaining. S&P is down 1. The VIX is up 7%. I mean, that does not look bad. In fact, you'll notice that even though the market's down, I said if we can get the VIX back below 1325, we're at 13. Far from that, even though the market is still down 1%. I don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't believe that this is indicative of weakness. Yeah, this is indicative of pausing, resting, to be expected. Without a doubt, to be expected. Yeah. Okay. Wells Fargo. What do we expect it to be doing? Flagging. Oh, look, it's flagging. Financials across the board are flagging. I feel like we haven't searched for a while. I'm going to go industrial. Industrials has been strong. Oh, yeah. Look at Delta for us. Delta on the list. Boom. You could probably also airlines, not as good. Hawaiian, Hawaiian. Airports and air services, nothing. Building products and equipment. Oh, my old friend BLDR. I knew I was missing something. BLDR feels like I was missing it. Carrier air conditioners, if you like that. Nope. Let's go business equipment and supplies. Nothing there. We're fast. There's potential. Let's keep going. Consulting services. Nothing there. VRT, ENVX. This VRT has a nice trend, but it's a bit choppy. I actually kind of like this ENVX. How much does this trade? Not a lot. And it's, I don't know. Oof. What do you guys think? I'll have to come back to those. I got to hurry up or else I'm going to run out of time. Floor engineering. Yeah, that can move. The lower price one. I'm going to go fast. Farm and heavy construction. We have Caterpillar, Picard. Oh, no, we used to have Caterpillar. That broke. What do you guys think? Both of these? Just Picard? Caterpillar looks pretty strong, like it's trying to break out. I like the way these have been moving, these industrials. Let me know if you like that as well. Industrial distribution. Let's go. I knew I've been meaning to do this. Infrastructure operations, nothing. Integrated freight logistics. Oh, nothing there. Marine shipping. Nothing there. Metal fabrication. Negative. Pollution and treatment. BLTO. Oh. Roads. I would expect UNP maybe. UNP, yes. CSX. All right, let's add CSX to the list here. If you've been light, Cat Whoopin DE, security and protection, specialty business services. Cool part. No, nothing there for us. Specialty industrial machinery, maybe a cruise or air. Yeah, if you didn't see, we grabbed Delta. There's your GE. Otis. This is elevators, I believe. Otis. Is that right? Does anyone know? Nice cup and handle there. Definitely showing some strength. Yeah, Delta looked great. I added Delta. Staffing and employment. Upwork. Selling hard now, Bob said. It's not looking good, huh? Well, that means opportunities coming. Will I sacrifice a couple of trades to set up my next opportunities? A choice I get to make. But the answer is yes, I will. Follow my plan. Tools and accessories. Nothing. Trucking. No, I'm not interested. Waste management. WMI, waste management in waste management? Nope. All right. I kind of feel a bounce after selling in the AM. His 8-ball. Okay, you heard it here first. Be careful on the open if there's a little bit of selling. Don't panic. Let it stabilize. Don't get jiggled out of a trade necessarily. I don't have much left, and what I do have is not very big, so I can dig it, and I'm ready. I have way more opportunities than I have trades, so yeah. U.S. Steel is a buyout contender, so be careful with that. At this point, XLB. So basic materials are pulling back. Communication services looks okay. Maybe I finished the rest of my meta. Energy pulling back. Financials pulling back. Industrials, everything's pulling back, but nothing looks outrageous, right? It's not like our defensives are moving today. This is going to drop my volume score next week. Lots of disgruntled representatives complaining about U.S. Steel being sold to Japan. I could see that. I could see that. So, all right. Well, listen, let's get some awards. We're 30 seconds away. We should be good here. Let's get into the nitty gritty details. Oh, clearly the C's crushed it. Fred was like, I smelled it. He's like, I don't know if I saw it, but I smelled it, and it came to pass. Have a wonderful rest of your day. 4 shopping days left till Christmas. I won't see you tomorrow. I will see you on Friday. So make sure you come hang out with us in the morning. And as always, happy trading.